Be a best of 3 maps, and our first one will be Rogue Transmission. So should be a pretty good match here. 4-flag map, going to be a chopper at C, a mobile AA at Bravo, plenty of tanks, and some just awesome epicness going to be ahead of us right now. We are going to be seeing at the moment, let's check it out, Symthic will be on the Russian side, and yeah, that's all going to be clear. So we'll see what the breakouts are actually going to be. Looks like Lumen's going to be going way down here for the jet. We do see a jet drop coming off onto that Delta. Kind of weird that it's Delta flag. I would have expected maybe one for Bravo, but okay. As Lumen's going to have a little bit of an easier time here, as he's going to be spotting out 2 of the tanks going over there, and he gets the kill immediately. He's going to be able to take down at least one of the tanks coming in for Uranus, which is a huge deal here, guys. So we'll see how this battle is going to be shaping up here. Down below, we do have Tiago down inside a tank of his own, 77 health already on that, and he's going to get pinched from 2 sides. Rockets are going to be coming in. Straw's going to be coming out as well, and he's even getting hit here from the helicopter, it looks like. No, that was the frog foot, actually. The helicopter has not gotten off the ground, but that is not a good position for Tiago to be in. Look at this. He is pushed completely back. We do have the back rage coming in, and that will be a final RPG right there from WEL. Nice play, as they are going to be continuing their push coming up towards that Delta flag. Love the play here from Symthic, but Pinga managing to get a squeeze out over there towards that Alpha flag, but the Symthic already on the ball. They're going to be sitting back at least one of their vehicles to try and hold on to that. Snarf now going to be down below. Now, it will be interesting to see how this particular map fares. Now, I will say that Symthic, at the moment, way better in vehicle maps. Uranus is going to be way better on infantry maps. And our second map will be on Dawnbreaker, so it will be interesting to see how this does fare. But right now, Snarf going to be able to get at least one, possibly 2 straws off inside the Symthic tank, and he is going to be able to push it off of the C flag, and possibly do a little bit more damage to that. Doesn't look like he has killed it. We'll see how low. Oh, he has 11 health, guys. One more rocket, and oh my god, did he really just get taken down? He did. Oh, I did miss that, but nice action right there. Going to be able to take down that tank. Also going to be seeing a C4 Jeep coming in here, and that was able to do a little bit of damage, but unfortunately not going to be able to get any kills there onto A. Now it's going to be up to Retaliador right here, as he will not be able to get it either, but he's going to be back up inside right now with his nice little handy dandy C4 packs, and the tank does look like it did leave him, as nobody really recognizing where he was at. But so far, Rogue Transmission basically going like Rogue Transmission goes. If you guys are not familiar with 4-flag maps, you have to have at least 3 of the flags in order to start getting that burn in your favor. The only other way that you can actually start getting tickets going down into your favor is getting kills in respawns, which takes a long time if you want to go that route. So 4-flag maps usually mean a lot longer games, a lot closer games, because again, you have to have 3 of the flags in order to maintain that bleed, and it's going to be fairly difficult here for both of these teams. But right now, Symthic, they've managed to squeeze out a little bit of a lead, and ooh, Snarf going to be able to spot out one. Gets the long-range shots there on the Caribou, but he does end up getting taken down. I believe that was Incarnate there with the kill, and now Plumber King going to be working it with this mobile AA, which you don't see mobile AAs very often, especially in the 8v8 scenes for BNL and ESL. They are banned out. So it is pretty cool to see a mobile AA being used. This is one of the few maps where we can really see it starting to stretch its legs, as Incarnate managing to get up inside the chopper, single seating there. But oh my god, that was a straw from Pinga, able to take him down. That was a beautiful play there, and he definitely earned his stripes. But they're having trouble right now. D flag did go into the favor of Symthic, which means that they're going to start getting that slight little advantage in terms of tickets, as we do have Neo just trying to force his way up a little bit here onto that Charlie side. You know, just trying to secure themselves that Delta flag, and they will be able to do just that. At the same time, we do have a push coming in on to Delta here, and that did not go in the favor there of Colossus, but Royal going to be coming up as well. Should be able to, at the very least, gray this flag out. I don't really see Uranus being able to enforce this fast enough to stop this bleed, but oh no, they may be able to force this tank off, and he does, as we're going to be seeing some long-range shots coming back in. Royal here in a little bit of trouble. He's about 44 health. A straw and another tank shot will definitely be able to do the damage that they need to do. At the same time, we do see Tiago. Oh man, seeing so many players starting to pour down inside. Who is going to be a dedicated rep here onto Tiago, as they will try and force their way onto this Delta flag. Now remember, Symthic, having that 3 flag burn, this is a big deal. 282 to 247. And we are going to be really seeing a close game here, I would imagine. Symthic does have that slight advantage as they are the better vehicle team, and they did take the majority of the vehicles from the start. So at the moment, Tiago still weaseling his way back in. Oh my god, popping the APS just at the right time, but no, going to be following up with another shot. That will be Royal going down. So Symthic now has no armor onto that Bravo flag, and that will go back over into the favor. Looks like Symt had to back up, try and get a little bit of foot back over here onto that Alpha flag. Nobody on the Delta, so it has now been down to a 2-2 flag setup. The only players that are currently fighting right now are going to be, looks like John here. And is that Incarnate that was actually in the tank? That wasn't Incarnate. Who was that? That was Planets, who are going to be in the tank there onto that Bravo flag. We do have CFC working his way on top of B flag. Definitely a tactic that's worth having. So far, I like the way that Symthic is playing this map. They're not too over aggressive. They're making sure that they keep their back flags. And hey, there's Retaliador with a nice pickup on that C4 Jeep. Going to be able to pick up one more infantry player as well. That is exactly what they need to do to get back into this map. They got to take down the armor of Sim, and if possible, they really need to get control of that mobile AA. Take that down. That's going to help out a little bit with dealing with Lumen as well as the chopper, which is back up. And it is railing away there as that chopper did take out Retaliador. We're going to be seeing Incarnate single seating right now. And this is something that we do see quite a bit. There's no sense in double seating here in the chopper. One guy can pretty much handle it all. There's plenty of airspace, especially when you don't have to worry about the opposing team's jet, which Lumen right now, I believe, has taken care of it. I actually don't see Lumen anywhere on the map, so he may have had some issues there. But John is going to be coming back down here on top of that Delta flag. Might even be able to get a couple of rockets here onto Tiago. So a little bit of a fail rocket there. Lumen is going to be back up into his jet, doing some damage. Tiago all alone down below, and this is kind of a frustrating position to be in. When I was first casting when I was first scrimming for 10v10s, this was always a very irritating position to be in. You know they're on top, and you don't have any kind of air dominance, but there's not really any way to get up there without leaving the flag and causing it to go down in their other team's favor. So something that you really have to be careful of, not giving up the flag, but at the same time you got to get people up there to clear it out. And Planet's going to be able to sneak his way down onto this Delta site. Did give away his position a little bit, as possibly going to be getting a couple of straws here into Tiago, but not going to be surviving too long as he does get taken out. Oh, look at this. We're going to be seeing Mosk down behind. He has thrown out some slams, which is going to bottle up that tank, and he might actually be able to get the kill. The tank is over the slams, and yes, he did end up taking him down. No, he didn't. He is still back up. Where is that tank? The tank is on top. That is why. I was about to say, I was like, huge explosion and no dead tank. But Royal going to be sitting happily there. Tiago is now going to be finally backing up. Lumen going to be up above here. Possibly going in for possible spawn rape? Maybe? Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's going in for spawn rape right there. We do have Tiago and Neo both back up. Looks like they have decided to pull out of the Delta flag, go for Charlie, which might be the smarter decision here. Ooh, if they can get down this mobile AA, that's going to be a huge deal. Will help out with the jets if they do decide to get somebody up inside the jet. As, yeah, Plumber King doesn't really take it down. The helicopter has just now spawned in. We might be seeing somebody coming in for the chopper. Tiago, though, taking major damage from Lumen there. And I'm really curious to see how Wok is going to do this. No, Wok is not able to get the chopper off the ground, but that's okay. As long as it's not going in the hands of Uran, it's perfectly fine to be in that situation. And that was going to be Plumber King getting the last little straw coming in onto that tank. I believe it was Tiago that did go down. And also going to be coming up on the backside, picking up a couple of players that were just kind of stragglers here. And at the moment, Symthic looking so good, almost making this about a 100-ticket game. That was exactly what they want to do. Now, remember the maps here today, guys. Wow, Plumber King able to pull out a stop there. I don't know what the deal was, but it is going to be a best of 3 rounds. So ticket count is only going to matter for side choice, and that could play a part in this game. I'm not too sure. But right now, we are going to be seeing still that Bravo or Delta flag, rather, being contested. Shockwave does end up going down. Looks like the rest of Uran has been wiped from this Delta flag. Even the tank coming back in for the support as Royal here going to be going back and forth some long-range tank shells. And just having that jet up in the air consistently is so important. As you can see, I mean, it's really allowed Symthic to do a massive amount of damage, which they normally wouldn't be able to do so, especially under those tanks. That Frogfoot just chews through them in no time at all. And now we're going to be seeing John coming back over here for that Alpha Cap. We do have a couple of infantry players that have come back. Zig is going to be among them here. But we do have Plumber King able to grab that mobile AA once again, securing themselves pretty much air dominance. There's really nothing that they can do. And Lumen going to be able to take down Neo there at the last second. We did see him. Retaliador is going to be back up, trying to throw him away with those lock-on stingers. But really, I mean, not much that you can do in this situation. It's really, really frustrating when you do not own the air. 251 to 164. 14 minutes left on the clock. And I don't think we're going to actually see the end of the clock. I think that if it goes this way, we are going to be seeing Sim able to eke out a win. B flag and Charlie flag are going to be contested, but at the moment, Sim looking fairly decent. We do have Colossus starting to re-push back in onto the defense there for Delta. Mosk is the only player actually up for Uran infantry-wise. And, oh, he's going to take a rocket to the face. That was going to be very, very short-lived, as we do have two more players from Uran managing to make their way on the backside of that Charlie site. Retaliador here will be able to stay up and alive. He has the rockets out. He's going to be ready for that mobile AA. Can't quite get the shots in onto him. And both of those players do end up getting taken down. The helicopter has spawned back in. We might be seeing Symthic going in for the chopper pickup. As Uran, oh my god, these are impossible odds here for these two infantry players from Uran. They're going to get a mobile AA Zuni missiles coming in from the left, tanks in the front, and the chopper has now just taken off for Sim. They are just in the worst position that you can ever be in, and now it's going to be all up to Snarf. You know, possibly he could get some... could get a couple of spawns off on him maybe, but I don't even know if it would be worth it. I mean, he's got two tanks here. He is doing a fairly decent job. 3 armor pieces are focusing on that Charlie flag, which is a pretty big deal. So, you know, Snarf is at the very least causing a bottleneck of those armor in the one position where it's going to alleviate the pressure off of his team from every which way. We do see a C4 Jeep that did come in. That was going to be a fail there from Zig, but Retaliador is going to try to do the same thing. He's going to be coming in from the backside, possibly going all the way over from spawn. Yeah, he's going to be looping all the way back around. But while that's happening, we do have another push onto Bravo here. Not going to be going back into their favor, as we did see them start to whittle away the infantry here, and Uran just really in a lot of trouble. 240 tickets to 118. They have to basically get a 3 cap. Actually, they need to get a quad cap to bring themselves back into this game. I don't see how they're going to do it any other way. I mean, they are seriously in a lot of trouble in this situation. Shockwave is going to be able to get some reps onto Neo. We see a lot of players spawning back in. The flag is just now starting to flash, but Neo not able to do much of anything at all. Has to back up. He's lost his rep. He's going to be trying to fish out these last 2 players, but not able to get the shots in on him. He will only pick up Plumber King, which does leave 2 more infantry players back behind there, and he's 17 health, 19 health. He's got to get those reps as fast as possible. Might actually be going down in this neck rocket, but no, somehow managing to stay alive. The teamwork there from his infantry team has been able to clean that up, and Moss picking up 1 more. Not going to be able to make it a 2-piece. He does end up getting taken down, but Royal going to be up above inside his tank. He is going to be able to say hello here. Oh my god, look at that perfect placement right there from Uran. Going to be able to stop the shots coming in for Royal. In fact, Royal already half health. Needs to be careful not to overextend himself. He's going to be pushed over here onto the Delta side of the map. And 2 tanks against 1. Yeah, this is going to be a hairy situation. That Frogfoot, though, looked like it did some damage there to one of the tanks, as you did see a little bit of smoke coming out from the backhand. And Uran has managed to get onto that Bravo flag. We do have Plumber King making his way, the lone infantryman. And he manages to steal the mobile AA, do some more damage there to Tiago, pushing him back. And honestly, you know, 87 tickets left for Uran. They are sitting in such a good position. There's really nothing that Uran can do. They've lost this round, and I think they know it. they would have to come out, like I said, and get a quad cap, which is not going to be the case. Symthic managing to take control of that Delta site, pushing in onto Bravo, slowing down the burn as much as possible. CFC here going to be able to cause a lot of problems onto that B site. We do have the mobile A spawning back in as well. Plumber King going to be back up. We see Straws coming in from Royal as well. Let's see if CFC can actually do some work. He's going to be able to pick up one. Does end up going down, and the infantry has backed out for that Bravo flag on Symthic's side. And now it's going to be really just a waiting game. 58 tickets to 225. Pretty one-sided here on Rogue Transmission, which honestly, if you have been watching, Symthic playing here in these last couple of weeks, is not too surprising. I've cast them several times throughout the War XS season. They are an amazingly good vehicle team. They're very, very good in ESL as well, so you got to give them props for all the work they've been able to do. And now Royal here, throwing away his body just for a second as he's getting a couple of straw hits onto, looks like Neo there. Frogfoot going to be able to finish him off. Lumen doing such a good job. Really, let's just check Lumen right now. Where is Lumen? Lumen is 8-0. He has not died once. He's consistently been up inside the jet, able to cause horrendous amounts of casualties in terms of armor. I mean, him being able to consistently take down those tanks has really been a huge advantage versus the Symthic team. And now we are going to be seeing that B flag starting to flash down into the favor here of Sim. Tiago going to be up top. Don't know if he's going to be able to stop anything really, as 25 tickets left on the board. Really struggling here to make anything happen. 216 for Symthic. Oh man, really tough. Really tough. We do see Zig starting to back on out. Lumen once again going to be getting some shots. 16 health on Neo. And this last little rocket here is going to be able to finish him off. That's how brutal that jet is when you have a good pilot. And to be honest with you, Uran really didn't even try to go for a jet, a jet-on-jet battle. They pretty much threw away their jet at the very beginning, which against Symthic I wouldn't have. Lumen is a good pilot, and I don't know if Uran has any jet pilots at all actually, but they certainly don't want to just give that away. All right, so Uran falling to Symthic in round number 1 of map number 1 by 216 tickets. Wow, what a brutal situation to be in. Looks like we may be delayed here a little bit in the next round, but we should be going back up very soon. So yeah, guys, thank you for showing up. I hope you are enjoying the cast so far. If you are, you can hit that follow button down below. Don't go anywhere. Tonight's going to be a long night. We are going to be casting 2 maps tonight. That is right, 2 maps. We are going to be seeing Rogue Transmission, obviously the one we are watching now, which is Symthic's choice. And then we will be watching Lockers, which will be next. And that is going to be Uran's choice. Now, not yet. We'll have to switch the map back. But Lockers is definitely going to be a favorite for Uran. I think that they're going to be probably taking that map. It would not surprise me if we see a 1-to-1 map draw coming in here in just a few moments, or tonight rather. And then the final map, if it does go to a third, will be tomorrow. So you're definitely going to have to check that out if we do go to a third map. So yeah, we are going to be waiting for one more player from Symthic to jump on in, as we will be getting the maps corrected and changed as well. So definitely appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook. Let everybody know that we do have the grand finals here of the Season 5 War XS 10v10 match, and it's going to be a doozy. Really looking forward to the future here of Battlefield. Hopefully it is going to be bright. We've heard some good stuff and had some bad stuff happen. I won't get into it. Won't get into my rants. But hopefully this weekend we are going to be seeing a little bit of information going to be posted up by David Serlin for the ESL 1 finals, which is going to be this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So they have promised to enlighten us with the future of comp for Battlefield. I'm hoping good things. I'm absolutely hoping for a lot of good things coming out of that. right. So we will be flipping sides. Symthic will be having the Chinese side. Russian side will be over here for the Uran side. We're just waiting in for that last player to jump on in. Again, guys, very good control there from Symthic. They were able to pretty much own all of the vehicles. They had the mobile AA for pretty much the entire time. They had the helicopter every single time it spawned. I don't think Uran ever stepped foot in the chopper. They owned the skies. Lumen was pretty much uncontested. Never really saw him having any kind of issues there in the jet. And yeah, so honestly, the air is that important on this map. Like, you have to have a presence, in my opinion, on this map in the air in order to really fight on even footing. If you can't, then what you need to do is be able to consistently transition and hit the gimme flags. So you have to be able to hit Delta, you have to be able to hit Alpha over and over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, you have to consistently be able to hit those flags and rotate on them. As it was, Uran was just not able to just get around the map. They were really bottlenecked into that D site. We saw them trying to hit C a couple of times. Did not work out. They were pushed off of it very, very fast. And then Bravo flag, well, that was just a really, really knockdown, drag-out fight back and forth every single time. And we are going to be live here, guys. So, yeah, good luck. Have funs have been said. And we'll see if Uran's going to be able to take this to a third round. Or will they lose map number 1? It's going to be an interesting one here, guys. 25 minutes on the clock and 300 tickets. Really good back and forth game, I'm expecting. All right. So, what do we need to be seeing out from Uran? Well, Uran has to start winning their armor battles, which will not happen unless they start taking down Lumen, which will not happen unless they can control either the mobile AA or the helicopter spawns, in my opinion. The reason why I say helicopter spawns, if Uran can take control of the helicopter spawns, it will, and they can get the helicopter in the air, it will pretty much, it'll make Lumen have to focus on the chopper, consistently having to take down the chopper. And Mosk isn't, you know, or not Mosk, but Who is a really good helicopter pilot. So he could absolutely hold his own in a jet fight given the right circumstances. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. If the adjustments for Symthic, or I'm sorry, for Uran has come out, and what they will be. So we are going to be seeing the jets coming out for both teams. Lumen is going to be waiting in. It looks like for the first push possibly from Uran, and Revolt's going to be going in for a push straight onto that Delta flag. Lumen's going to be coming back up. Not going to be getting any of those kills though, but he has spotted out. They know exactly what's up, and immediately, you know, they're giving up that air superiority. I don't think that's the smartest choice. I really don't. Let's check out what Lumen is going to be doing. And wow, just massive damage he's going to be able to put in onto the tanks here. That was going to be Neo. He's already at 70 health. Hasn't even engaged anybody yet on the ground. We're going to be seeing a really good 2-on-2 battle for the tanks as Neo and Tiago both. Tiago ends up going down there from Royal. And now it's going to be Neo here on the run. Both armor pieces are taken out for Uran. And Symthic just looking so darn good onto that Bravo flag. That right there is the power of that jet, and you really gotta focus on trying to keep it alive as long as possible. At the very least, try and take out the opponent's team jet. You know, if you can trade a jet, that's going to be worth it. And we will be seeing Neo trying to play defense onto the C flag. Uran has managed to come out to a little bit of a lead. I mean, they have, you know, about 20 ticket cushion, and yeah, that's good, but we'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to it. Neo here going to be repositioning themselves to try and get a couple of shots in onto the tanks. And they're going to have to contend with a lot of armor pieces coming in. Oh, we did have a failed C4 Jeep. That was going to be Zig there. Unfortunately, not going to be getting any of those damage onto the mobile A. That's going to be Plumber King coming back in. As we have Planets and John both pushing up very slowly here with the tank. No back rage is going to be coming up as of yet. C flag is slowly starting to get grayed out. And we do see more of those back spawns coming up. Ooh, John getting low on health right there. He's about 50. Planet is going to be able to take care of that fairly simply. And that C flag will go over into the favor here of Symthic. We do have Shockwave back up and alive. No spawns on him just yet. There you go. We do see a couple of people coming back in. Still just really able to cause a lot of damage there. And John backing himself up into a corner, going to be able to play really good defense in that particular situation. Plumber King going to be down below as they have now really cut the map in half. And, you know, I really don't know what Symthic would do. In this situation here, there's two options that they can go for. They can go back and get their gimme flag, which is actually fairly difficult to hold on to because if you take a look at it, there's so many buildings and levels and everything, it's very difficult to hold on to that Delta site. But because you do have to leave players over there, I don't know if Uranus is going to be feeling confident enough to basically just sit out a couple of their infantry guys. But Moss going to be coming back up with those slams. No, nothing going to be coming off of it as John has to move back out of his nice little hidey hole. Two players still going to be contesting that C flag. Do we have Lumen back up? Lumen able to consistently spot him out back behind this wall, and there is just no place for him to go. John able to take down Snarf. I think there's only one more infantry player here for Uran. Yes, that is going to be Retaliador here. But Uran has started to contest this Delta flag. Moss going to be up top. We'll be able to take down Walk. Nice play there. Where else do we have? We do have Revolts down below. And Colossus, a Clout, also going to be pushing back up. See if he can maybe do some damage there where Mosk is at. 272 to 244 in favor currently of Uran. But they are losing out on this Delta flag. It will go over into the favor of Sim right now. And now that burn will start to tick back over into their favor. And remember, you know, Symthic looking very strong in this map. Once they get a hold of these three flags, I would imagine that it's going to be very difficult for Uran to come back from. But as of now, we are going to be seeing John, wow, pushed way up front. Look at this, how far he's pushed. He's going to be backing up to that C flag. Very wisely done. But Bravo did get contested and grayed out. We do see Royal down below using that TAR, which we don't see the TAR 21 very often. It is banned out in a couple of leagues, but for the most part in 10s and 8s it is allowed, and he is just doing some damage with it right now, able to take down two of the players. Spots out more, the spawns coming in, can't connect with those shots though, as he does get taken down, but look at that, up above, we're going to be seeing John there doing some work, able to pick up two of the kills and gets the burn back into their favor. Just solid play all around. And Incarnate also going to be taking the helicopter here, making me sick, I have to say. As, ooh, the jet is up for Uran, but look at this. Incarnate going to be able to push him away. Lumen, it might actually go down in just a few seconds, but the help from Incarnate could potentially stall them out. Looking for the jet right now. Lumen did get taken out. We're going to see Shockwave coming back around, see if he can find this. And he does spot him back out. Incarnate doing the best that he can, but it's not enough as he does get taken out. Shockwave going to be able to stay up for just a few seconds, but look at that. He's just melting as his health is so darn low. Where is he getting shot from? Was that the ground? I think that was, and he wisely leaves the jet. There's really no way that he's going to be able to survive those encounter, but oh, he does get taken out from the tower, and that is unfortunate. Big push coming in down below onto that Bravo flag, 210 to 236. Symthic has taken the lead here. 19 minutes left on the clock. Plenty of time here for Uran to try and come back. It is still a very close game, a lot closer than it was, obviously, than the last one. So you can't count them out just yet. And there we have it, CFC getting taken down. Both of the armor pieces are back up. And if you noticed, Lumen is out of the picture. The armor is able to flow a little bit freer for Uran, and that is a big, big deal. Looks like we do have Symthic down below, not wanting to push in onto that Bravo flag just quite yet. They are backing up, making sure they're all healed up nice and good. But oh no! Grand Beast able to get the last shot in onto Who and Neo, taking out that tank. That will open up that Bravo push, as we are going to be seeing that starting to melt on down. Plumber King backing up to that C flag. I really want to look at Plumber King and see exactly what he is doing with this mobile AA, because he has been able to cause a lot of damage to the to the opponent's team jet. Even though he was able to take down Lumen and take out the helicopter, he wasn't going to be able to stay up for too long. But then again, that's what Uran needs to do. Uran needs to negate the air power of Symthic, because that's really what is hurting hurting Uran. Plumber King just playing very passively there onto that C site. Incarnate is going to be back up inside his helicopter. We saw a little bit of a chopper switch there as Planet's coming back in for the driver's seat. Looks like he did get dropped off there onto that Alpha flag. And Ping is going to be all alone. Doesn't really know where exactly they are going to be pushing in just yet. No spawns. Looking like maybe Zig could get the spawn in on him, but he has no health packs. He is an engineer, which means he has taken perma-damage. And he does go down very, very fast. That Alpha flag should be going back into the favor. At the same time, we are going to be seeing a big push happening over here on to that Bravo flag. Who's going to be down below? He is the chopper pilot for Uran, but you never can count him out as an infantry. Still a very good player. Very solid. Just like that dish that does not allow rockets to come through. But right now, Uran struggling to get this tank down from the above. As that will be Symthic starting to bleed it down into their favor. Plumber King now transitioning possibly over here to that Alpha flag. It is going to be, for the most part, completely stalemated, 187 to 194. Now this round could go the time, as we are seeing it very, very close to each other. Would be curious to see how Symthic is going to be faring once they get Lumen up into the air. And Royal now going to be pushing back inside that Bravo cap, with basically no, oh man, there you go, no resistance. Look at that, very, very, very easy push coming in onto that B site. Don't know if Uran went for dead spawns or suicide spawns somewhere else. We do see John not going in for Delta. He is in fact going to be circling around to that C flag most likely. And here we go, tank on tank battle. Royal going to be getting the first shots in. And we do see some more straws coming out. We'll be able to get one more hit there to the end. And that will be Incarnate inside the chopper, getting a nice little TV missile there. Oh, we also see Lumen starting to fight out in the jet. Unfortunately, can't spot them. Let's see if we can actually see him here. Where is Lumen? Lumen is going to be back up top. He's going to be circling back around, doing what jets do best. Here we have it. See if we can get some really good air action going on here. Looking in for that final jet. Where is he at? Where's that little rascal at? Unfortunately, guys, I can't free cam this because DICE does not allow you to do as such. But Lumen so far looking like he's going to be able to win this fight. He's winning out so far on the turn radiuses, but he's getting a couple of shots coming in from the ground. I wonder where that is from. Is that from the tank? Or is that from, it can't be from Mobile AA. The Mobile AA is Plumber King. So not really sure where those shots were going to be coming in from. But now we do have a nice grip 3 cap for Symthic. And again, like I said, they are giving up this Delta flag and going in for Alpha. Alpha is going to be a much easier flag here to contest, much easier flag to actually take. I don't know if it's going to be easier to hold, but Royal narrowly escaping there on that C4 Jeep, doing a great job. Lumen is still up in the air. You can see him flying above, and Royal still putting pressure in onto that Alpha cap, 147 and 185. Symthic did get a little bit of a lead, about a 40 ticket advantage, which is huge here, guys. And if it does go the distance, it does go the time, it's really going to show itself how important those few tickets actually are. And look at the enforcements coming in. John and Plumber King both leading the charge here for the armor column. And they're just going to push straight in onto this Alpha cap. John is going to be able to start that burn back here in just a few seconds. We are going to be seeing 1, 2, 3 Uran infantry players, I think. But yeah, they are no match there for the tank and for Colossus, who's going to be the repair guy for. And Tiago going down very fast there to Lumen. Incarnate going to be up top in his chopper, able to provide a lot of support. Surprised to see that Uran is not pushing in onto that B. Finally going to be pushing onto Charlie, but Plumber King already pulling back, and he is at full health. So he should be A-okay here in this situation, using those Zuni rockets to the best of their ability. Now, Zuni rockets, very, very good against infantry players, if you did not know, and definitely showing the power of that mobile AA, as we were seeing them doing some really, really good control. C flag will continue to be in the possession here of Uran. They have given up on the push to Alpha flag, as Symthic just looking very, very strong here. Looks like they were going for a potential jet drop right there. Not really sure where that jet was going, but with Walk now inside his nice little Jeep here. Does finally get taken down, but that push to B has happened. We see a lot of players from Symthic starting to reinforce. 97 to 179, and you can tell that Symthic really started to walk away with this match here at the later stages. Uran with no answer to the vehicle power that is Symthic right now. Just really, really looking strong. CFC able to pick up the last little kill there. As we see them starting to go back and forth. They have canceled it back out, which means that it's probably going to be a 2-on-2 or a 1-on-1 infantry fight coming in here. Tank for Symthic going to be able to really secure themselves this B cap. Retaliador and Nia really not in the best position to do anything at all. 85 tickets left for Uran. They need to make something happen quick here, guys, or first map will go over into the favor of Symthic. They do not want to go a map down. The only advantage I would have to say is that it is not their map choice. So at the very least, we are going to be seeing lockers coming up here pretty darn soon. But Moss coming back inside. He does get one slam onto John. So if they can get something to hit him over onto that side, that will cause a little bit of damage. As Grand Beast taking down one with his Magnum, will be able to finish out that last player onto that Bravo flag. And again, just really solid play. As you can see, Uran, they cut the map in half and they went for this Alpha flag. And they basically just gave Uran Delta. Delta is such a tough flag to get control of that you really don't need to go back for it. And Incarnate will be back up into his chopper here, backing out. We do have Lumen going back and forth with the jet once again. We'll see if he can actually spot him out. And he sees the contrails from him, but he's not going to be able to spot him out just yet. So we'll be going twisting and turning, go back and forth. Oh my god, that was who getting taken out there. We do have Grand Beast also pushing back in onto that B flag. He is slowly but surely whittling down this this counter here. And a nice little two-piece for Grand Beast. Will be able to secure themselves that Bravo flag once again. 44 tickets left. And Symthic looking so darn strong. They have plenty of tickets to burn here. They don't have to get into a big hurry. They could actually get into a 3-cap situation, I think, now. No. If they were to get in a 3-cap, they would lose. But they can go back to a 2-2 cap and just play down to time. I don't think that Uran's going to be able to come out of this. Once again, just solid play coming out for Symthic. And the vehicles really did shine here for them. They were able to dominate the entire map with better armor, better air. And you got to give props to Lumen. Let's go check out Lumen. Lumen 12-4. Just really doing a beast job. 20-8 for Grand Beast. He's going to be on the ground doing some work. Plumber King 12-0. He had not lost the mobile AA once that match. And also Incarnate 13-9 in the chopper. He was doing some work. John and Royal, both tank drivers, really solid play. Look at that, 19-2, 17-6. Really, really solid. And if you look over here on the Uran side, it's pretty brutal, I have to say. I mean, it's pretty brutal as we're seeing the GG WEL plays being thrown out. One ticket left, and that will be that. As map number 1 going over into the favor of Uran. So we are going to be seeing Uran up 1 map to 0. Or I'm sorry, Symthic up 1 map to 0. And looking very, very strong in it. Now we will be switching to lockers. And lockers is a whole different ball game. All of you Uran fans out there are going to definitely agree with me when we